Although many people are drawn to the very social, action-packed, exciting thriller games that seem to be coming out every single day as the gaming world progresses, I've always found myself more drawn to the logic puzzle games and simple brain teaser games. So today I decided to do my project on nonograms. Nonograms is a very old game and there are many versions available, but I chose to focus on the one created by Easy Brain Limited, which is the most popular version on the App Store. This is a highly successful gaming company that has over 2 billion downloads to date, and they make all different types of puzzle and logic games. They feel that their games should not only be for entertainment purposes, also for cognitive stimulation with specific focus on memory, reasoning, and logic skills. The Nonograms game is described as a logic puzzle with simple rules and challenging solutions. I think that 3 of the main factors that they use to make this game so addicting in a sense is self-determination theory, specifically autonomy and competency. Second being the Zeigarnik effect, which is that people don't want to leave a task unfinished. And third being cognitive persistence theory, which is the idea that people are able to work through a difficult task, especially when they're able to see their progress.
The game makers incorporate the autonomy and competency aspects of the self-determination theory that state that people are often searching for those feelings when playing a game. The competency part comes in because when you first download the game, you have to defeat a certain amount of easy levels before you're able to move up to the harder ranking ones. The autonomy part comes in because once you defeat a level, you're always able to go back and play it again as many times as you want. It'll be saved in your trophy case, and that gives you the option to choose through easy to expert levels, which gives you the customized experience that you're hoping for.
The second tactic that I feel like is implemented really well into this game is the Zeigarnik effect, which is that people don't want to leave a task incomplete. And I think that one way that they do this really well is on the home screen when you first log in for the day, you will see their daily tasks and then it will say incomplete 0 out of 5. And you'll have to complete 5 levels of the daily challenges and then you'll be able to play their side quest special game of the day. But you aren't able to get to that game until you complete all of those levels. And I think what's really important and drives people to want to play is that displayed score right on the home screen saying 0 out of 5, which draws you more to the challenge games than it does the regular levels that are always available. I think another thing that they do really well is once they draw you in with that score, there's also a much heavier social component to the daily challenges as there's a leaderboard. When you go through it and you gain your coins, you're able to move up the leaderboard, which makes people feel like they're finishing the task and progressing forward.
This green check shows the small reward you get for completing the tasks. And this is an example of the scoreboards on those daily challenges.
The third component I'll be discussing is cognitive persistence theory, or CPT, which is that people are able to progress through difficult tasks when they can see their progression. I think this one's the easiest to notice in the game, as the goal of each puzzle is to reveal the hidden image. So as you work through it, you're able to slowly see more parts of the image, and that acts as a further clue beyond the numerical clues to solve the puzzle. I think a way that they could improve this and really maximize on this feeling and this theory that this is how people's brains work when working through difficult tasks is that they could have a very blatant, direct progress bar on the top of the screen so that the blank squares that are a part of the image aren't confused as unfinished space and you're able to see your progress more clearly. I think the only part of this game that could really be expanded upon would be the social component. Many other games are fueled through competition with other players and the peers in the game, but a game like this, most of the players are likely drawn to the feeling of success and accomplishment in a puzzle game more than the social comparison or the competition in that way. I do think that including a personal best based on difficulty and timing or the ranked difficulty of each specific picture may help people feel more driven to want to keep playing and play harder levels and play more levels, as they'll have something to break, something to compare how they're competing against, which isn't really a part of this game right now.
This shows how competition is further encouraged in those daily challenges.
Overall, I think the game makers behind this version of the Nonograms game did a great job, including many subtle triggers that keep people wanting to come back and keep people feeling fulfilled whenever they play this game, and will have things that drive them to keep playing and want to play more and play the challenges and all of that. I do think they could improve on the social aspect and maybe a progress tracking component, but other than that, I think it's a great game that everyone should play, and it's a lot like